Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, race fans. Welcome to Friday Night Midwest Motorsports Style. I'm James J. Trevor McLaughlin has a speeding ticket tonight on the way home, so he is pulled over with the police behind him, Canada's finest. He'll join us as soon as he can. Tonight we're at Worldwide Technology Park, also known as Gateway, and we're going to go green for 120 laps. Congratulations to Dylan Fox for putting it on the pole. Dustin Reinstedel right behind him, Jason Phillips, and Keith Hurlbut, row 2. Michael Samia, your points leader, and John Aslin, row 3. Troy Sandy, Eric Thaler, row 4. We have 16 trucks tonight as cars are rolling off. Once again, 120 laps, 3 sets of tires on the ground. 15 trucks looking good. Thanks to everybody for joining us on Midwest Motorsports YouTube page. We're going to have a good time tonight. See if we can keep it all together. Shape of the track, a lot of fun. We're going to see some door-to-door racing tonight. Midwest Motorsports trucks are never boring. Once again, congrats to Dylan Fox, who's going to start this race off. We have some new cameras, so I'm excited to show you the race tonight, and we're green. Let's go racing. Dylan Fox on the inside. Dustin Reinstedel leaves space just enough. Jason Phillips in the 88 down low. Holding on a third. Dustin Reinstedel keeps Dylan honest. We're going 3 wide. Yeah, Jason Phillips thinks better of that. Coming around to finish lap 1, still undecided. Side by side across the line. Dustin Reinstedel keeping everybody honest. We're 2 wide, 2 deep. Can he hold him off? Dustin Reinstedel takes the lead and jumps out in front. And no looking back now. Folds of honor paint on the back of Dustin Reinstedel's truck. Dylan Fox driving it in hard. He rides up the track. The 19 truck of Keith Hurlbut slides in. Trying to take over second now. Jason Phillips in third. I'm sorry, in this train. 4th overall. Up the track goes Keith Hurlbut into the fence. That's going to cost him several spots as Jason Phillips now tries to get around. Is he damaged? Not too much. It looks like he's holding on. Still into the wall. Dylan Fox into the wall. Tires. Dylan Fox hanging on to it for now. We're 6 laps in. Remember, only natural cautions all the way around. Jason Phillips in the yellow 88, holding off Keith Hurlbut after Keith runs into the wall. We're still racing. What a race. New tires. Everybody's the hero. Keith Hurlbut now under threat from Michael Samia. Awesome new camera angles. Thanks to the Midwest Motorsports broadcast team. Thanks to everybody who goes to the midwest-motorsports.com and throws a couple bucks on the donate now page. We really appreciate it. Allows us to have cool new toys in the broadcast booth. It might take me a while to get used to them, but we'll get there. Look at Michael Samia in the 10 truck inside Keith Hurlbut. Dustin Reinstedel still holding off Dylan Fox up front. Looks like Michael Samia is going to have to work a little harder to get around Keith. As the 15 truck of the Godfather, Eric Thaler, comes up to join the party. Michael Samia does get around Keith. Now Eric tries to get around Keith too, dives in down low. Keith stays up high, holds his line. Eric leaves just enough room for Keith on the outside before sliding up. Get a good set up. Turn 1 and 2. But up front, we got a race. Dylan Fox has caught back up to Dustin Reinstedel. Dylan Fox for the lead. Can he make it? Can he keep it? The race for the lead is on. Dylan Fox still fighting hard. Side by side, Dylan Fox, they don't touch. Boy, it sure is close. They're hurting their tires. Or are they? Dylan Fox has to fight again another day. About 30 laps on his tank, maybe 35 if they're lucky. Go through the field a little bit, a little deeper in the field. Just outside the top 10, Marco Lavery here. Welcome to the club, Marco. We're glad you're here. Just outside the top 10. Early in the race. Lots of racing left to go. This is the first time I've seen Marco. Glad you're here, man. George Harris. About 2 seconds back. And some other guys maybe saving fuel. Robert Olavison in the pits. Tough break for Robert. Look at Michael Samia. He and Eric Thaler are making their way up to the front as well. Michael Samia in the green truck looking up at Jason Phillips. And he dives in deep, sends it hard. Jason Phillips. Whoa, Michael Samia kept it. What a run for Michael Samia. That was deep. The 10 truck is coming to the front. Looking up now at your pole sitter, Michael Samia is making some moves up 2 spots from where he started. So we're about halfway through the fuel run. Jason Phillips hot on his tail. He's not going to let Michael go. But Dustin Reinstedel putting the smackdown on him right now in the University of Pikeville, Kentucky paint tonight, number 11. Showing the way. Michael Samia working on Dylan Fox. Can he get there? Let's go inside the helmet with him. As he works his way around Gateway's track. Also known as Worldwide Technology Park. Mile and a quarter track. Jason Phillips lost a spot to Eric Thaler while we were riding with Michael. So Eric Thaler's moving up 3 spots. Your biggest mover so far, though, is Justin Thaler in the number 2 truck. Justin just makes it around Lee Kieran, and now working his way, John Aslam, the next victim on his list, but John having a good show tonight, currently 6th. Justin Thaler in that 2 truck wants it, though. Can he make it? Working lap 20. Pit stops another 10 laps or so. So they work their way around Robert Olavison, just a lap down. They'll get a lucky dog if there's a yellow that comes out. Oh, the contact, and we're yellow. working his way around Robert Olavison, John Aslin. Wrong place, wrong time. It's going to let everybody come in and get some fuel. See if I can get a good shot here. What happened? Looks like Robert Olavison just in front of him wants to let him go. It appears. '25 truck. He's got the one in front of him. It's Robert Olavison. And Robert goes high. Does he get contact on the wall? Hard to tell. Yeah, he definitely see the sparks. And as he's coming off the wall, just right over on the top of John Aslin, who was getting a little bit of a push from Justin Thaler, but nowhere for John to go. And he's looking the wrong way in traffic as everybody's coming at him. Finally gathers it up when it's safe. Looking at the relative good job, John. Letting everybody go. Nice work. All right, back to live pictures. Is there a shakeup up front? It looks like some guys may have. Yep, they're out. And look at this. Michael Samia, first one out of the pits. No, Eric Thaler, first one out. What happened to Dustin and Dylan? Dustin and Dylan take tires. Eric, the top three, did not take tires. No tires for Eric, Samia, or Justin. But Dustin Reinstedt and Dylan Fox. Some other guys may not have taken tires. Norm Snyder decides not to take tires. He gains a couple of spots. So, very interesting. This is going to be fun to watch the Godfather take over control of the field when we go back to green. It is all good. Lights are out on the pace car. And Eric Thaler takes off. We're back to green flag racing. Justin Reinstedt with tires already around Justin Thaler and Michael Samia, who did not take tires. So it looks like tires may be an option later for Eric and Justin, but right now, Dylan's the hero. Dustin and Dylan are heroes as Dylan gets a little wiggle coming out of turn 4 as they come across the stripe. Eric Thaler's able to hold off and lead a lap, but Dustin Reinstedt took tires at that caution, and he's going to be the leader once again. We got a car up in the wall. Sparks flying everywhere. Well, looky here. It looks like the Mounties finally let Trevor Mack go. See if I can get him muted here. Unmuted. Hey, Trevor, it's James. You got me?
Yeah, James, I got you. Sorry I'm late.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for texting me and letting me know you got pulled over by the cops. You didn't tell me how fast you were going, though. And was it a Mountie? Was he on a horse or was he
Oh, he's
actually
on a moose, actually.
on the moose? I believe it. I believe it. Well, hopefully the ticket won't cost you too much.
All good. I'm here now. That's what matters.
That's right. That's right. Man, we just had our first caution at lap 25, I believe, 23. And little John Aston going around.
Oh no, Eric Taylor and Michael Samia collect each other.
And Samia, we're yellow. Oh my goodness. Eric started that one. We're going to start with Eric. But yeah, it's not.
Joined just in time to watch my friend's wreck here.
Oh my goodness. What happened? I'll go back just a little farther. Eric, looks like he saved it. Hard to know which view to go here.
Yeah, it looks like Dylan Fox on the outside there. Eric kind of goes up into him and gets a little loose here, I think, and ends up collecting the 10. Actually, I mean, it looks like he saved it here, so I'm not sure.
All by himself. Come on, cameras.
Yeah, just overdrives it coming out of turn 4 there.
So then what happens? Michael Samia, I need to stop it and find Michael. Oh, come on. So we got new cameras. My computer's being a little slow too, so that's not helping.
Oh, we do got the new cameras this week.
We do have a bunch of new cameras. Thanks to everybody who pitches in. But let's ride from here and see who Samia gets collected. Sitting 90 degrees to the track. Everybody's slamming on the brakes. Samia gets airtime. Looks like it was an 87. And the 25. Jan Aslin's got a magnet in his truck.
Yep.
Tonight. Well, that's unfortunate. But this does give some guys to take a pit and come out. We'll see what happens. But yet, 16 trucks tonight. We're having a good time. We're going green for 120 laps. About 30 to 35 laps on a tank. Dylan Fox.
How many tires? Sorry, I didn't do any research for this race. How many sets of tires have we got? Do you know?
3 on the floor. So
okay, so everyone's probably used about 1 by now, I guess, or maybe still in their first set.
Well, Eric, Norm, Justin, and Dustin. No, Dustin took tires. Eric and Justin Thaler did not take tires that lap on the first caution. So I hope they did now. Nope, they stayed out. First one to come back in was Lowry.
I like that 88. That yellow and blue truck looks nice.
Yeah, it does. Jason Phillips.
Looks like we're already going back to the green flag here. Trying to get a look at who's in the field tonight. It looks like we're missing quite a few of our regulars here in the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series.
So it's a good opportunity for those who are slacking in the points or could take advantage of some points. Tonight could be their night.
Yeah, I was looking at this race last season, and it looked like it was dominated by Ian Silva and Robert Sanders, and they're both not here tonight. So a good opportunity for someone else to score a win at this track.
Yeah, that's right. As we're green, Dustin Reinstedel steps on the loud pedal. We're back to racing. Jason Phillips inside Keith Hurlbut. Keith Hurlbut running up front lately. I like to see it. Keith Hurlbut has definitely stepped his iRacing game up.
No, he's been really impressive. We saw him asking in the chat earlier this week for some driving tips, and he's really putting in the work to improve on these oval tracks, and it's showing tonight.
Yeah, it is. In the 19 truck, currently third in front of Jason Phillips.
Jason's wanting to maybe take a look at the inside ear of the 19, but not quite close enough to make a move on him.
Digital dash looking awesome. Here's riding with Jason Phillips. I'm sorry, with Keith Hurlbut.
What's the racing been like so far? Does it seem like it's been easy for these guys to pass, or has it been a lot of single line?
They've been 2 wide, 3 rows deep a lot of the time, especially on fresh tires. Now we got a little bit of a split on fresh tires and used, and the front of the field holding strong. But
The 88 easily drives by the 19 there.
Yep, you got him. It seems to be that if you miss it just a little bit, slide up the track, you really become vulnerable in the next corner. So
yeah, I think definitely in turn 3 and 4 there, you don't want to get above that second lane. That's kind of no man's land, and get a bit of those marbles on your tires and send you back.
That's right. James Levison in the 90, under attack from Marco Lowry. Lavery, sorry. Marco, side by side now. Did he make it stick?
Yeah, I think this is Marco's second race now. His first race 2 weeks ago, he finished in the top 10 and is running in the top 10 again. So pretty impressive here for a new driver to the league.
The 10 truck of Michael Samia trying to work his way back.
Whoa, I'm driving a little bit too hard there. Easy, Michael. He saves it. So it looks like the 90 goes up the track as well.
What a save.
I think Michael forgot he had brakes going into turn 1 there.
Oh my gosh. That's 45 degrees there, buddy.
I guess he thought maybe he could go to the inside. He had such a run and just overdrives it.
Yeah, look at that.
Impressive save.
It. Oh my goodness. That is truck control right there. Levison just pulls over and lets him go. I would too, James.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to make that move under me.
Oh my goodness. What was that?
Also got Lee Kiernan running in the top 5 in 5th place as well. Looks like he's up 10 spots from where he started. So a lot of people with a really good run going tonight.
Here's Lee. Lane of his own right at the moment.
Yeah, that always feels good when you've got a big gap to the person behind you. Kind of feel like you can make a little bit more aggressive moves that you don't have to worry about being under attack or someone getting to the inside or outside of you.
When that someone is Justin Thaler, though, you never know. Or Michael Samia coming up on Marco Lowry again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Marco's sponsor is. It looks like an Italian flag or something. Reminds me of pizza.
I think it's an Irish flag.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully some good whiskey. Could also be India. I think those are India colors, but I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him. Maybe if he gets up in top 3 tonight, we'll be able to talk to him.
Yeah, I was trying to read it. I thought it said something pub, so maybe it is Irish.
I think it's Lavery. My eyes are deceiving me from a distance. It's all good.
Yeah, Lavery.
Marco Lavery.
And his father, Robert Lavery, in the 33 as well, running just outside the top 10 in 11th place.
Bragging rights. There's Robert in 33, following the Godfather. He's got a pretty awesome paint.
Yeah, Eric made it back up to the top 10 there and then kind of stalled his progress. So not sure if he overdrove it a little bit at the beginning, but kind of stuck behind the 90 here.
Ooh, Skycam. Hard to watch the racing from the Goodyear blimp. It's all good. There's Eric under the 90.
Been informed that the 23 sponsor is McGuire's Irish Pub. So you're right about that, James.
Right on. Let's go. If they have to talk real slow for me because it's an Irish accent. Hard for me to pick up on a little bit. I'm sure after a while you get used to it. After a couple drinks, it doesn't matter anyway. Again,
Dustin Reinsettle still has the lead. It looked like the 61 was kind of pressuring him there for a little bit, but Dustin's starting to pull away. Has about 2 car lengths. The 61 gets loose off the turn there. Always aggressive, that one.
so talk me through the racing line. We'll ride with the 61 and the shifting as well. Trevor, I know you have quite a few laps around the track.
Yeah, I didn't get any chance to practice, so I'm not sure how much has changed since I last drove this truck here last season. I know turn 3 and 4, I definitely like to be right around the bottom, right around that curb. Turns 1 and 2, do we shift here? I don't even remember. I think maybe you're right. There could be some shifting.
I think it shifts up to 4th right there.
Yeah, probably the only track that you shift at in these trucks. It's just such an odd shape, that turn 1 and 2, that you really have to slow down getting to turn 1, and then you want a lot of speed coming off turn 2. So shifting down into 3rd, get that little extra horsepower, really helps out there. The stream is frozen for me. I'm not sure if it's the same for you, James.
Yep, same for me. SDK just reset also.
Okay. I'm in the middle of a lightning storm, so I keep thinking maybe my power went out or something.
We've had quite a few thunderstorms here in Atlanta too. Hope everybody at home is staying safe.
Okay. All right. We'll see you at the next one, Dave.
Not missing much. See if the YouTube stream's still going, hopefully, for our viewers.
According to timing and scoring, everything's okay.
Yep, YouTube stream's all good. Just watching the 61 go around still.
All right, good. It's a battle for the front.
Like we got Brandon Cotton, Nick Aslin in the chat watching the race today.
What's up, guys?
A little bit of extra pressure on him.
He is overdue for his first win on an oval.
He did win the duel last season, but that doesn't count. Not in the official record books.
Not a points paying race. So love to see him win a points paying race. How about that?
Yeah, he's got to get into that all-star race.
That's right. Yeah, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I believe it's the first ever Midwest Motorsports All-Star race that's going to be coming up in September for our Oval Series League. Anyone from our Truck Series or our Sunday Cup Series League. If they win a race either last season or this season, they get a ticket into the All-Star race, and there'll be a prize for the winner of that race as well. It should be pretty exciting.
That'd be so cool. And an invitational race. Might not know all the details yet, but keep your eyes out. Winners are in.
Yep, invitational race beforehand as well for everyone that hasn't qualified. Don't have all the rules worked out yet, but we'll let people know probably come August with the official announcement with all the details. Because one of the trucks, it looked like the one of Robert Olavison a lap down, getting real loose around these lead lap cars. Scary moment for some of them, I'm sure. That one truck kind of looks like couldn't afford to paint it this week or something.
Yeah, it's got the Bondo gray. Looks good. Up front. Justin Rystedel still leading.
Yeah, nobody
Dylan
seems
Fox.
to have anything for the 11.
Yeah, 1.3 seconds back. Only natural cautions. The last pit stop for these guys was 23. So we're looking at 30 laps right about now.
Yeah, it should be coming up soon. Coming up to the halfway point of the race as well. So I would assume everybody would take tires on this next stop. Maybe not Michael Smia. He's driven up to 4th place already after that semi spin he had and the wreck with the 15. The 61's coming to pit road right now.
Long pit entry.
Yeah, I got to use that access road. That's killer. You feel like you're crawling around there.
Like you said, Dylan Fox downshifting using maybe a little bit more fuel than normal. We'll see.
I feel like the 61 always seems to be on the pit early strategy, so not too surprising for him. But I'm curious to see how much longer the rest of these lead lap cars can go. Not pitting this time.
Yeah, you can't quite make it to 90 from here. So if you can only go 30 laps on a tank, you're going to need some help to get the rest of the way.
Yeah, and these two leaders have got quite the lead now. So if they can save a little bit, maybe get one extra lap out of it, it might help them later in the race. You see John Aslin on pit road right now. This guy's still staying out.
Justin Thaler looking up on Lee Kiernan, looking back at Keith Hurlbut.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago we were talking about that nice gap that Lee had to Justin, and Justin is German right up on his bumper here. Justin definitely knows how to save his tires.
Learn about a truck width up the track on entry and driving down right on the curb. 3/4 of the way around. Nice line from Justin Thaler. Nice and smooth. Give credit where credit's due, though. Lee Kiernan up 11 spots from his qualifying.
Yeah, these guys still staying out. It's been 3 laps now since the 61 pit. So I don't know if they've been fuel saving or if the 61 is just taking a gamble there to help get the lead with those new tires for a few laps, which would probably actually work as long as he can make it on fuel to the end.
And Dylan took tires as well.
Yeah, I think we got yeah, Mark was on pit road. The 11's coming. I think the 88's coming to pit road as well. Yeah, right behind him you saw the 88. The 2's coming to pit road. So here come most of the leaders. Finally, lap 59. Coming to lap 60. Michael Samia takes over the lead.
Your points leader, Michael Samia.
Right. Yeah, Michael's got a 2-point lead over Ian Silva and Justin Thaler. And so Ian's not here tonight, but Justin, I guess, has a chance to take over the point lead, depending on his finish today. It's like 4 tires for all these drivers.
Where does Dylan Fox shake out in all this? We'll find out.
It looks like the 11 and not quite the 88, but the 11 comes out way ahead of him. Oh, wait, sorry, that's the 10 I'm looking at. I think the 11 came out right behind the 61. Yeah, there we go. So it worked. That pit strategy got the 61 the lead, but now can he hold off Dustin Reinsettle on 4 fresh tires right behind him?
And Dustin's 30 and 30 to the finish. So 2 stops, 30 laps each. 2 stints, so only 1 more stop for Dustin. That's if there's no yellows.
Yeah, the 61 could probably, like, if he has to save maybe 2 laps each run, I feel like that's probably doable at this track. You just gotta know how to clutch at the right time. And he slides up the track in the 11, drives on by. Thank you. See you later.
Dustin Reinsettle not sticking around to find out what's up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard. There's still pretty much half the race to go, but I think it's going to be hard to beat that number 11. Already has 2 wins this season.
Number 10, though, going way long. 34 lap run.
Yeah, so he pit on that caution where the 15 and him got collected. So I guess that was maybe 5 or 6 laps after everybody else.
Right.
So he should be coming to pit road soon. Maybe got a couple more laps left before he has to come to pit road. The 15 and the 33 both haven't pit either.
Not sure exactly where Samio was when those guys came into pits. We'll see if Samio has a net gain. I'd hate for a yellow to come out now. And
yeah, so Samia had driven up to 4th place before the pit stops, but a pretty big gap between the top 3 and him. So I'd say if he comes out still in 4th, then no harm, no foul. But he could be losing a lot of time here on these old tires.
last lap 34.9 for Samia. Justin Reinsettle 33.8, so 1.1 seconds. Yeah, Michael needs to come in and get tires.
Looks like he's going to pit right now.
I don't blame you.
See if the 33 and the 15's in pit road as well. And 33 possibly still staying out. Going to take over the lead. Oh, nope. There he comes.
Coming in.
And then that's going to hand the lead back over to Dustin Reinsettle for now.
There's Dylan, and Dustin is up the road.
Yeah, he's pulled out to a 5-second lead. So Dylan's strategy worked for a couple of laps, got him in front of the 11, but now he's got more of a gap than he had before. So he's got to find a new strategy here.
And Jason 2.5 seconds behind Dylan.
Yeah, and that was about the same as it was before the pit stop. So maybe it's not that the 61 did anything wrong. It's just the 11 really quick on pit road and no mistakes whatsoever. And it's just extending that lead he had. Yeah, so Justin Thaler's your new 4th place car. Michael Samia's back at 7th now. So he lost 3 spots by staying out a little longer on those tires, but will now have a bit of an advantage on tires for the rest of this run.
That's right. So Michael Samia, as Eric Thaler and Keith Hurlbut were going side by side in front of Michael. Eric Thaler's going to take the spot, or keep the spot, I should say. Keith looking aggressive.
Yeah, so Eric, again, slightly fresher tires than the 19 because he just pit. So what was it? Maybe 8 laps difference between what the 15 and the 10 have compared to the rest of our leaders. It's really not that many trucks here tonight either, so it's very possible that we could go green to the end of this race.
Look at Michael Samia close up mid-corner.
Yeah, you just see how much of an advantage those tires have, especially through the center of the corner there. Probably going to get side by side with him right here in turn 1. Not a fun position to have a truck tier outside coming out of turn 2, but it looks like 19 lifts and gets into the wall a little bit, and the 10 goes on by.
Little gateway stripe. Little work for the boys at the shop. And bring it home. Eric Thaler is next on the list for Michael Samia. We'll see if he can catch up.
Yeah, you'll really see how good of a car or truck the 10 has if he's able to get by the 15 on equal tires. It's a shame those two were in that one wreck there, because they could be up there battling with our leaders in the top 3 if not.
It's amazing to think that these guys, Eric and Michael, are half a lap behind our leaders. 17 seconds behind. Leaders going
It's
into
like 88 is closing in on the 61 for 2nd place. I don't know if this is new, but I just saw SDK. It kind of highlights in orange and yellow if there's a close battle on the track. I'm not sure if it's always been something we've been able to see, but it sure helps trying to find these battles for us.
Welcome to 2018, Trevor.
Okay.
That was
My bad.
All right. It'll still be, yes, the orange is the closest battle.
Gotcha.
Orange, yeah. What you got? You think Jason's got something for Dylan here?
I don't know. He got to the inside of them and had to back off a little bit, so we'll see. He's definitely putting the pressure on. The 61 gets into the wall. The 88-2 also, again, has roughly 5 to 6 lap newer tires, so you would think he should be able to get by. He's going to go to the outside, a risky move. You never know when the car on the inside might slide up a little bit, and then you're both in the wall. Probably try to pass to the inside if he can get a run here. Looks like he will going into turn 1. Almost. Side by side. And it looks like the 61's just going to let him on by. It'll cost each other so much time if you just run side by side lap after lap like that.
Yeah, good on you, Dylan, to let him go. I agree. Maybe he didn't let him go. Jason just took it.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do to try and hold somebody back at this point, and still running in the top 3. Never a bad thing to get a podium. Better than finishing the race on pit road.
Troy Sandy looking up at Lee Kiernan.
11th place here. So Lee scrapes the wall a little bit, sliding back after running in the top 5 earlier.
Justin Taylor goes under.
Yeah, so Justin Taylor, I guess, I think he's a lap ahead of these guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that one's not for position. 33 is part of this battle, though. Trying to get by the 80 of Troy Sandy for 12th place. So many of these guys getting into the ball.
Parts everywhere. Robert dive under. As Sandy slides up the track a little bit. Move Robert up. As again, the leaders are coming through.
Not quite. He does have those new tires, but he's having a hard time trying to get by this 80. As the 10 on the lead lap is now saying, "Okay, let's sort this out. I'm coming through." So the 10 of Michael Smia just looks like he has so much more speed compared to these guys. Going to try and bump draft. It looks like the 33. Try and get by the 5 of Lee Kiernan here. I wouldn't make it 3 wide. Okay.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
They have every right to hold their line.
Yeah, I mean, those guys are lap cars, but they're racing each other for position. So it can be a little frustrating when you're on the lead lap. You just want those guys to sort it out as 33 goes up into the wall. That'll sort it out for you. We got a battle as well for 6th place between Eric Taylor and Keith Hurlbut. There we go. Eric's been hounding him for a couple laps now. So we saw the 10 and the 15 had come out around each other on those new tires. So the 10 of Michael Smia has driven up to 5th, and Eric Taylor is still back here in 7th place, going for 6th right now. So 10 has got a fast truck. Seems like he falls back and just drives right back up to the top 5 each time.
Is there enough time for Michael to catch back up to the leaders, as it looks like Jason Phillips has passed Dylan Fox? Oh, we saw that earlier. Sorry. Can Jason catch up to Dustin Rice? Settle 4 seconds up the road.
Yeah, so back when the 88 and the 61 were battling for 2nd place there, Dustin had about a 3.5 second lead, so he's pulled another second on them. Kind of looks unstoppable at this point. Still one more pit stop to go. Never know what can happen. Could have speeding. Go too far forward in your box, have to back up. All these things cost at least 4 seconds, and then the others will be right on his tail again.
Traffic kind of holding up the 88 now just a bit, as the 88.
Yeah, so I mean, this would probably be a little frustrating. The 87 is 11 laps down. I'm not sure what his tires are like right now, so it could be that he's on new tires. But when you're on the lead lap and you're racing against guys that are not going against each other for position and are multiple laps down, and they're kind of holding you up, that's when it gets really frustrating.
Yeah, Jason's here for the right reason. He's not going to take it personal. Of course, there's the 87.
Yeah, and he
Going
just
by.
flies right up on the inside, so he must be on some newer tires right now.
Just sit back and follow for a minute. Might be able to pick up a clue on how to improve his racing. Or you can just go as we see Dano's Blue Jeans, the sponsor on the 87. George Harris.
So the 61, it's been about, right now it's been about 30 laps since the 61 last pit. So, there we go. So he's coming to pit road.
Dang, that's my boy. Good call. We'll see.
Yeah. So I think it was lap 56 that he last pit, and now 31 laps later. So if that's how much fuel mileage he's getting, he is not going to make it to the end of the race from here unless he can save 3 laps.
Right.
But that should mean the rest of our field has plenty of fuel because they all pit about 5 or 6 laps after the 61.
That's right. Because in third place, the number 2, Justin Thaler.
Yeah, Justin's been quietly good this race. Just kind of hanging around there in the top 5 pretty much the whole race. Not a lot of battles going on, but you do see the 10 is starting to close in on him.
Yeah. Don't look back now. See if that gap is getting bigger or smaller between the 10 and the 2.
Yeah, so the 10 is definitely the fastest car on the track right now. He's running 2 to 3 tenths faster than Dustin every lap. So I don't know if there's enough time for him to make up the caution. Oh, the 61.
One.
The
And
10 maybe. I don't know if
Yes. So we're riding with.
the 61 just came out of the pits. We'll see what happened here.
61 looks like he lost it. Getting on the power. Let's see, was this his actual outlet?
Yeah, so
No,
he must
won.
have just come out of the pits, right?
So he's got tires on
And
some.
it looked like he passed cleanly and then spun coming out of turn 4. That's what it looked like.
Plenty of room.
Yeah, so what that is, that's the cold tires. You kind of think you might have a little more grip and don't realize that those cold tires don't really have any grip and just gas it up a little too quickly and spun off turn 4. Sadly, got some damage to the 10 as well. I don't know if the 10 still has a fast repair from the incident with the 15 earlier, but he was definitely the fastest truck.
And Samia had not come in yet. So Dustin and Jason come in. Well, that's great. This will take us all to the finish.
Yeah, so the only bright side for Michael Samia is because we are in the middle of those pit cycles, there's only about 6 cars on the lead lap. I'm sure some are going to get the waiver on Lucky Dog. But yeah, this puts everybody back in the picture. It's Dustin's race to lose now.
You got to re-rack them. Everybody's going to be on fresh tires, I think. We'll see if Samia takes the time to pit any damage. He's not getting jacked up, so it looks like he may not take tires.
Yeah, no tires. Not sure if it was a fast repair there.
Why not take tires on a yellow with only 6 trucks on the lead lap? Or are there more? Now it looks like all the way down to Hurlbut, that's 11.
So the 10 should still have a set of tires left. There is still about 30 laps left in the race. Maybe he's banking on another caution here, and then he would come in and take tires and have an advantage against everybody. But yeah, unfortunate for him, that's 2 incidents now that he's got collected in that not his fault. Pretty much the same thing of a truck spinning in front of him and him T-boning them and having nowhere to go.
I think to only gain one spot, you're definitely going to be hurting. You're going to wish you had put new tires on when everybody around you does, unless there's another yellow late in the race.
Yeah, he would need that yellow to come within these next 10 laps or so. If it comes any later than that, he's going to have a hard time driving through the field, even with new tires, with so few laps to go.
We get to find out.
Yeah, we'll have about 9 trucks on the lead lap with the wave around, so going green next time by.
Next time by. Pace truck pulls off. Justin Reinstedel, Jason Phillips, front row. Michael Samia and Marco Lavery, row 2, were off. Samia on the inside of Phillips for second place. Into turn 1.
Yeah, it's going to take second place on those old tires.
On old tires.
Now, I noticed on that restart that 88 had like a whole car length back to the 11. It was not close at all. He was really hanging back there. So allowed the 11 to get pretty big restart in the 10 as well. Now the 88 easily drives by the 10 with those fresh rubbers.
And look at this. Norm Snyder hanging out inside the top 5. I know he's got it.
Yeah, just a second ago he was a lap down. Now he's in the top 5.
Attaboy, Norm.
That caution was timed perfectly for him. Hadn't pit yet, put him back on the lead lap.
With tires. Good strategy. For Norm, Dylan Fox. Looks like he was battling back here. Nope, that's Black Truck, Olavison, and Aslan, I believe.
Yeah, so Dylan's still on the lead lap, 7th place. You know he has a fast truck. Don't know if he has damage from that incident or if he was able to fix it or use his fast repair there. A whole gaggle of trucks.
Three wide behind him. They sorted out.
So these two are racing for position. This is for 12th place with the 90 of James Olavison, the 80 of Troy Sandy. Eric Thaler, one of our lead lap trucks, is trying to get around him. So Eric Thaler had just pit right either as that caution came out or right before the caution came out. So he had to take the wave around here, which is why he's at the back of this pack.
The Godfather, one of the brothers of Midwest Motorsports, and the reason this league exists. Glad to see you guys made it back from Watkins Glen in real life, from the IMSA race. We've seen Eric slideways tonight.
Yeah, Michael Samia starting to drop back on those old tires. He's been passed for 3rd place by Marco Lavery, and now Norm is closing in on him about half a second behind. Or, not half a second, 3/10. The lap car, the 33, just in between them there. Oh, no. Oh, it almost happened again. With the 33 getting sideways in front of the 10. 10's learned his lesson, goes up high, it avoids him. Oh. I think if that happened to me 3 times in one race, I'd just park it. Like, I've had enough. I'm going home.
Robert's doing a good job of saving it. He's learning. We've all been there before. We've been that truck. So good on you, Robert, for keeping it together. We know Michael for sure knows that there's no hard feelings. We're here for the right reason.
Yeah, the biggest thing of the 33, he got sideways, pulled to the inside of the track and stayed down there and didn't shoot it back up the track, because that would have been a mess.
What more could you ask for, sir? Good on you, Robert. So one's right behind him as well.
So the 88's been able to stay within a second of Dustin Reinsettle for the lead here, but doesn't look like he's been able to challenge him at all. They're running similar lap times before the caution, within a tenth of each other every lap, so they both have speed, but I think Dustin's just kind of perfected this track tonight.
Michael,
go ahead. I was just going to say, it would be good if we can get another side-by-side battle for the lead in the closing laps here, like we've had a few times this season already.
Jason Phillips knows how to save tires. Can he save him over a 20-lap run? We'll find out. Michael Samia is actually racing Justin Thaler 2 trucks ahead. Dylan Fox. No, Samia's in there with Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. This is all for position. 4th, 5th, and 6th right here.
What awesome racing.
I think 10 might have a little bit of PTSD from the last time he was behind the 61 truck, so leaving a little bit of a gap just in case.
I'm just so curious why he didn't take tires. Pretty sure he had them.
Yeah, he's running out of time now, coming to 17 laps to go. If the caution came out right now, I think that'd still be okay. Put some tires on there. There's only 9 trucks on the lead lap. You can probably drive through to the lead, but the more these laps run out, the less those tires are going to matter.
Yeah, you don't want to be the caution either. So keep it clean, Michael. Just let it play out. But you're right. Jason Phillips now down to 6/10 on Dustin Reinsettle. He's got him kind of in his sights. As Dustin saved enough. And then closing 15 laps to hold off the 88. We will find out. Dustin Reinsettle definitely gets bonus for leading the most laps tonight.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for the 88. You're going up against one of the best drivers in the league, multi-time champion of this truck series. So if you are able to catch him and beat him, you know that that's a meaningful win to go up against the best and be able to win.
No doubt.
But Dustin's not one to make mistakes, so if you're not catching him here, you got to try something else, try a different line, see if there's anything you can do to start to reel him in. Dustin's starting to pull away now to get a 1.3 second lead. Yeah, the 88 might have used up his stuff now. It looks like the last 2 laps, the 11's been about 0.3 quicker than the 88 each lap. So don't know if he's just saving a little bit to try and make another run at him in the final 10 laps or so.
Ron Schamer also missing tonight. Robert Sanders missing. So Norm Snyder stands to gain a lot of points tonight too, if he can keep it up here.
Yeah, Ron was 5th in points. He's been having a good season. Robert Sanders won this race last season. Oh, Ron's
no.
parked it in the infield. No caution.
What on earth?
Taking a break.
That looks like a disconnection to me. He's got Eric behind him. And 15.
Yeah, what happened here? Disconnection, or did he just get loose? Well, something's wrong.
It's 87 goes by.
We know, like it looks like he has a flat tire, but we know you can't get a flat tire. So, All right, mow the grass. Oh, that was a harder hit than I expected.
Yeah, it looks like disconnection to me.
Yeah, it's got to be. Like it just turned into the grass.
Maybe. Who knows? Thunderstorm.
Just trying to keep us entertained, James.
That's right. Thanks, Norm. Give us a jump scare there. 10 to go. 10 laps. 8 cars on the lead lap, half the field.
Yeah, so with Norm out, that puts us down to 8. Michael Smia now the second last car on the lead lap. So strategy on those old tires. No caution coming out. Didn't seem to work out for the 10 truck.
Heard him. Jason Phillips now 2 seconds back from Dustin Reinstedel, so not saving tires.
Yeah, coming to 8 laps to go here. He's running out of time to make something happen. .25 is 11 laps down, so it's not per position here. John Aslan caught in an incident earlier. Spent a lot of time on pit road making repairs.
What can you say about this guy, though? Dustin Reinstedel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened in the first 20 laps of this race, but he's led pretty much every lap since I got here. So, dominating night for the 11. I feel like maybe the 10 was faster. Definitely at the end of the last run, the 10 was about 0.4 a lap faster. So another caution would be nice just to make it interesting, to see if anyone else has anything for him. But he's had luck go his way and had the right truck, the right driver, right strategy. Sometimes it just works out.
I don't think Dustin put his foot one step wrong tonight.
Yeah, so this is where you start worrying that there might be a caution. You start thinking, this has been too easy.
This is where you start hearing all little things in the truck. Suspension squeaks and engine woes. Yeah, John Aslan spent a lot of time in the pits, I think, over 4 minutes repairing.
We got a battle for a 4th place, I think. Justin Thaler and Marco Labrie. 3rd place, actually.
For the podium, can Marco hold him off? I'd love to hear Marco's Irish accent. He's going to have to work to hold off Justin Thaler, the CEO of Midwest Motorsports.
Justin's on a string of podiums here. The last 2 races in the top 3. He's trying to keep that going. inside of the 23. Not quite.
Not this time.
Seems like drivers all night have had a little bit of an easier time making the pass here in turn 1 and 2. It's just not close enough this lap, but I feel like every time I've seen someone get on the inside in turn 3 and 4, they can't close the deal. There you go. I think it was the inside of turn 4 again. 23 gets the run off of turn 4, is able to keep the position. 3 laps to go. There we go. Justin ties it deep into turn 1, side by side coming out of turn 2, and it looks like he's clear. '23 going for the crossover. And now Justin has the preferred line.
Not over yet.
Oh, Justin hits the wall.
Wall.
He's able to keep third place still.
What's going on? The battle for the podium.
I've battled with Justin for position a lot, and I've seen him scrape the wall coming off a turn many times and not lose any speed. I don't know how he does it, but he does.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, it's going to be great for Justin. He'll be happy. So close for Marco.
Hey, 4th place is nothing.
That's
Nothing
awesome.
wrong with that. Again, just your second race in the league, a final lap here. Dustin, 2.3 second lead.
The University of Pikeville, Kentucky, golf coach, extraordinaire, and sim racer Dustin Reinstedel comes across the start-finish line to take the checkered flag in the 11 truck. Dustin Reinstedel with the win. Total domination by Dustin Reinstedel. Jason Phillips in the 88, very strong second. Great showing. Just a couple seconds back. And Justin Thaler with the last lap, 2 lap to go pass to earn a spot on the podium. What a great race. What a great way to spend your Friday night. We're glad you chose to spend it with us. Thank you to all the Midwest Motorsports truckers out there.
Must be a good burnout here from Dustin, I'm sure. Gonna loop it around in turn 1 maybe, or do another lap around.
All right. Trevor, I'll let you call it out while I try to find somebody to talk to up here.
All right, I'll take you through your finishing order here tonight. 16th place, had a great run going. Norm Snyder doesn't get to finish the race here. 15th is George Harris. 14th, caught up in a wreck earlier, John Aslin. 13th was the number 1 of Robert Olavison. 12th is the number 33 of Robert Lavery. 11th was James Olavison. In our top 10, we had the 80 of Troy Sandy. 9th place was the number 5 of Lee Kiernan. 8th was Keith Hurlbut in the 19. 7th place, Michael Samia. Strategy didn't work out for him after having a fast truck all night. 6th place was Eric Thaler. 5th place was Dylan Fox. 4th was Marco Lavery. And your top 3 that we will be interviewing coming up, 3rd place, Justin Thaler. 2nd place, Jason Phillips. And your winner is Dustin Reinstedel once again.
Still looking for Jason. He's not far behind. What an awesome race.
Yeah, 4 wins in 5 races for Dustin. It's kind of crazy.
Still looking for Jason Phillips. I'm sure he's on his way. DM is sent. Dustin Reinstedel makes his way around the track after some burnouts. We can talk to JT if you want. Justin, congratulations, man. 3rd place. You had to earn it, though, those last couple of laps. Finally got around a truck, man. Talk us through your race, though, from the beginning.
Hey guys, yeah, thank you. Just really wasn't feeling too confident. For a while I was running pretty well, avoided quite a few trucks that went sideways right in front of me 2 times, so that was a little nerve-wracking, but ended up making it through. Really just ended up saving a whole set of tires, so kind of thought there, I think when the second caution came out, or at one stop I didn't take tires again. Kind of thought maybe that would have done me in, but just tried to stay consistent and smooth. You can't get too, I guess, greedy on throttle on corner exits here. A lot of guys were maybe sliding a little bit or just getting sideways, and just making sure you hit your marks on corner entry, not to burn your fronts up or anything, and try to just be there in the long run. We had quite a long streak of some green flag racing, which was really fun. And then at that point, it just came to, again, just trying to stay consistent and smooth, hit my marks, and wasn't too sure if I was going to get to the 23. He was kind of out there a little bit of a ways, but managed to get to him, and he made it. He didn't make it easy. Super clean and respectful racing from him, but it was a lot of fun. So I was just trying to pick, kind of, was I going to see if I can make a move to the inside, or and then see, if that wasn't working, try and get around the outside. But he kind of protected the outside pretty well, and I think he just overdrove it one lap going into turn 1, which kind of gave me the bottom run that I needed down the backstretch. So it was a lot of fun.
It looked like it. Trevor, what you got for JT?
Not much really. I had kind of said during the broadcast that you seemed to be quietly in the top 5 pretty much all race, it seemed, and now your 3rd podium here in a row, and I guess I don't have any tips for you this week.
Yeah, like I said, it was just trying to. I really didn't have that expectation. I would have been happy pretty much anywhere in the top 10. But I think the caution, when the last one came out, I had already come through the pit entrance, and I really thought I was going to kind of be done for then. But it kind of worked out, so I managed to get back to it, and I think maybe with a different pit strategy would have. I don't know if I would have just been closer to Jason and Dustin at the front of the field or not. But like I said, I'll take it. I'll take anything within the top 5, and a P3 is just icing on it.
Right on. Well, you earned it. You definitely had to work for it, man. It was a lot of good racing and one of my favorite tracks. Congratulations on a great podium, Justin.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. That's Justin back from Watkins Glen this week. Glad you had safe travels. Up next, Jason Phillips. Man,
we
the 80
lost him.
looking strong tonight, Jason.
We
He's
lost
back
Jason.
down in the truck channel somehow.
Oh, no. He did. Okay, let me see if I can go get him back. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the thing. I was still watching Dustin do donuts. Congratulations, Dustin, with the win. See if we can find Jason. There he is. You got him? Server mute, server unmute. Hey, Jason, you got us? Nope.
Oh.
There he is.
No, he's gone.
Sorry, one more try. Move to broadcast. Oh, come on. We see you, Jason. I'm working on it. Congratulations on a great run, Jason. I'm almost there.
Oh, he's gone again.
He lost him again. He must be having difficulty. It's all good. Dustin, you saw the 88, but he was always in the rear view. Congratulations on a really strong run with that 11 truck tonight.
Thank you. It was about as good as it could have went, really. The brake bias here is very important. I think I kind of finally figured it out a little bit here after following Sanders around for the whole race last time we were here. So shout out to Sanders if he's watching this. I learned a lot by following him. But yeah, everything else went really good as far as strategy and stuff. If there was another caution there late, there would have been about 2 or 3 guys that could have won the race. And I would say that Phillips is probably with me on this. I didn't have a set of tires, so I would have been out if there would have been another caution. But that's just how it goes sometimes. We took the aggressive, trying to stay in the front strategy the whole time. So sometimes it works out, but been plenty of times where there's 1 or 2 guys that have a set of tires left, and there's a caution with 5 or 6 laps left, and then you're just watching them go by.
Yeah,
No, what you're
Jason.
sorry.
Yeah. You got me?
I got you, Jason. What's up, man? Good
Sorry
show.
about
You were
that.
just talking to Dustin too. No, it's all good. We're glad you're here. You could see the 11. You could just about reach out and touch him, but he was always in your windshield.
He's just got a better. He's just got a better line. I'm still the new guy here. I know I've got a season under my belt, but some of these tracks, that was a difficult track. Definitely takes some breaking, and I don't know. I was playing around with my bias before the race, and I'm kind of just shooting for it. I mean, kind of winging it.
Well, hopefully you learned something tonight from Dustin that you can take with you for the next race. But really good racing, working through some traffic as well, and timing the cautions right. You always, as always, you have to put the whole race together, and a really strong podium. And you're itching, you're scratching at the door of that first Oval Series points scoring win.
Yeah, and I want to win. I know I'm a road guy. I don't want to. A win's a win, but I would being on the oval side. I want an oval win, just under my belt.
Yeah,
I
no
know we
offense to Dustin, but I was rooting for you. I'm hoping you get that win soon. And gorgeous looking truck tonight as well. I love that yellow and blue.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning. I'm still again. I'm having fun. This is I don't have to take this as serious as I do road, and I'm able to I don't know, enjoy it more and have more fun. It's still hard, and there's a lot to learn, but I don't have to put the work in that I do in road to be. I don't know. I I have a lot of fun doing this on Friday nights. I enjoy this.
you make it a lot of fun for us. I know Dustin was sweating. That yellow truck was there.
Well, I mean, I think I used my tires up. I was trying to go. I know trying to run that low line in the curves, it's faster, but I know it eats some tires up. It's again things I'm learning.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you were shifting and Dustin as well. You can chime in here. Or you dropping down to third?
I was downshifting in 1 and 2. What the first 1 and 2, and occasionally I would downshift into 3 and 4. But you carry more momentum out of the exit of 3 and 4 by staying in fourth gear.
You going to tell us any secrets, Dustin? Or are you keeping that?
Oh yeah,
Your
no, I was just letting Jason go. I'm the same way. I used to shift in both corners or both sides, and then I think I was talking during one of the races like 2 or 3 seasons ago, and I said that just thinking that everybody else was also doing that, and I got made fun of by Eric and JT. So I haven't done that since. Sometimes you can get a good hot lap shifting in both corners, but like what Phillips just said, there's no way to diamond it or arc the corner and then get the good runoff if you're shifting in 3 and 4. It's way easier just to be in fourth.
Just to circle back to what you said before about the brake bias, were you changing it throughout the race, or are you just figuring out what to set it to before you started?
Oh yeah. So I start, which I've put this in the chat too. Anytime I start practicing somewhere, I start at 58 whenever I practice and just try to figure it out from there. Just because, like at a normal mile and a half for me, 58 on a brake bias is like, if you don't have to touch the brakes a whole lot, I can kind of go with that. But I start there and go down. So like tonight, I was going back and forth between like 54 and 48, all the way down to 48. So there at the end of the runs, I was down to 48.
Wow, you're going way down.
Yeah, it's something I picked up from like Eric is really good here, and he goes pretty low too on the brake by. So
I
it's
started at
something I picked up from
55.
them.
55 is what I ran at, and again, I just can't feel the brake bias in these trucks like I can on the roadside. That's, I guess, for the oval regulars that do this more often and have more experience. I just can't. I can feel it. You put me in a road car, and within a few laps, I can start going up and down, and I feel how the rear end reacts, and I just can't. I can't feel that yet in these trucks. That's something. I started at 55, and I went low because of what you said in the chat. I think you said something like sometimes you start at like 52 or 53, and I get scared to go that low because I'm afraid I'm going to spin it coming in the pits. But
Yeah, it's whatever you can feel comfortable with on the first 1 or 2 laps. Like if I can run a brake bias on a hot lap, then I know that could be like the highest it needs to be in a run. Because when you adjust brake bias on oval, it's like every 10 or so laps, or like every 15 laps, something like that. Just as you feel the truck start to not turn, you kind of drop it down a little bit. It helps you turn a little more.
and that makes sense. I mean, as you explain it, but I don't know. It's just the way how you feel it on the roadside versus how maybe I'm trying to feel that same feeling that I feel on the roadside that I'm just not feeling it yet. But again, I'm learning week by week, and again, at the end of the day, I'm having fun, and one of these days I'm gonna be up there door battling with you to the finish.
You were up there tonight for sure till those last couple laps. You're definitely getting there. That's what James was saying. I was looking the whole time, watching the relative.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's I study relative. It's sometimes I get lost because I'm paying too much attention to my relative with in front of me and behind me, especially on the roadside.
It's a lot of
But
fun. You definitely animated the race tonight, man, and made it a lot of fun for us. So congratulations to both of you. Really strong racing. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. Trevor,
I
you got
can't
anything else? Jason?
No, I'm
I
all
can't
set.
I can't say it enough. Again, I try to say it every time I get the chance. Is thank you Midwest Motorsports for giving us this platform, this community, and the great admin and drivers and everybody that makes it.
That's right. We love it. Thanks again for spending your Friday night with us. For all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, Trevor Mack, I'm James J., reminding you to stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.